And alas, it's time for another review. But before we do, I'll give you a hint on who it is. You have a few seconds to guess by these weapons. If you guessed, then you're right. If you don't know who it is, oh dear. And it is Transformers Age of Extinction Deluxe Class Slug. Wow, what can I say? He's actually really damn cool. I actually saw Age of Extinction and, well, I'll put it this way. It was freaking awesome. It was better than what I was expecting. I expected it to be good, but it was freaking excellent. Even though I'd seen Grimlock transform on the bridge multiple times on YouTube, I saw it on the screen and I just had to go, whoa! Really, I had to stop myself from having a nerdgasm really loudly. Yes, I just said a quiet nerdgasm. I can't help it. It's fucking Grimlock. Who doesn't like Grimlock? So yeah, this is Scum, and his paint job is nothing like it is in a movie. I don't mind it, actually. He did have light grey. Probably see some of the paint chipping. I did paint it mainly to try and get this to match that. And it kind of works a bit better. What can I say? Actually, I'll explain what that hole is now in a minute. This mode's actually cool. This is the first time I've actually been able to get the legs properly transformed, because usually the feet, they're actually supposed to go like that, and I can really hard to try and get this back part done. Just lining it all up, it takes a while to master it, but you know, it's not bad actually. Really nice detailing for his eye. That is some sweet detail. I mean, not much, but yeah. Also has all of his teeth. This is all rubber. And this is cool actually because it's actually a rubber clip, little peg port. He has an Autobot symbol on that side. Doesn't have on the other side. I kind of like this paint job actually. You know, it kind of makes him feel a bit more unique. It's like Scorn. Although actually, Scorn, if I just grab him, at least in his... I've got him in his robot mode, but in the film, we mainly saw him in his spiny mode. Why does the camera not focus? Sorry, it always does this. But he was actually this colour in the film. If you look carefully enough, you could see him, the fact that he was red. It was just extremely faded. Probably from being locked down ship too long. The others, they looked all a rusted metal colour. But in the film, if you did look carefully, this guy did have a blue visor on his head in robot mode. And the heads actually, in the film, actually matched the night heads of the toy. Which is really damn cool. I really like that. Okay, so, each mod does have articulation, and front arms are all on ball joints, but they're kind of restricted. But you know, at least he's got some posability, even if it is restricted. And that's actually quite loose. I don't know why. This one's a bit tight. I mean, it's not ridiculously loose, but it drops like that, whereas this one just holds in place. I mean, see how that holds in place, whereas this one just... I like the mouth, you know, you can, as Vangelis did in his video, yeah, I really like watching Vangelis' review. This guy is so funny in one bit, which I'll actually copy it, or get a clip or something, I don't know. I'll just do it as a little homage. I won't actually get a clip, because I don't want the video to get flagged. You could say he has a little feet rotation. I'm not going to move his legs, because they are supposed to be like this. It's this bit here that's actually his Triceratops leg. This is kibble. The one thing that's a shame is, this bit, if I use his weapon, right there, isn't grey, like that. I don't mind, but I could do that myself. Now, he does have weapon storage, and it is the stupidest storage I've ever seen. I'll do it off screen, and then just show you how it is, but trust me, you cannot help but laugh. Although, it would be effective in a zombie apocalypse. May I present the most ridiculous weapon storage of 2014's Hasbro Transformer figures. I just look stupid. I mean, okay, I get what they were going for, you know. You could charge down the street with a horde of zombies, because at the side they'd get chopped in half, at the front they'd get rammed. But this is just ridiculous. I mean, come on, really? Still, let's just pull these out. It's funny, really. Oh, and you can actually see a bit of robot junk in there. Still. Oh, shit. Wow. Well done, me. Well done. I officially knocked the camera over. Yeah, I got that from Night View on 100. He's a good friend of mine. You've probably seen him in my Minecraft LV426 or Hadley's Hope videos. Yeah, he does that a lot at college. It's funny, actually. He always does that. Every time I screw something, he's like, well done, George. Well done. Yeah, I shouldn't have announced my real name, but you know what? I don't care. Still, transformation. First, we're going to flip this guy up. Flip his feet in. His little feet. And then we're going to take this bit right here and just fold all of that. And these are pegged in, so... And can I just say right now, like, getting this back can be a real pain. Getting it pegged into place. So we're just going to... Actually, just get that all out of the way there for a minute. Then what we're going to do... Bring these out. Click them into place. It's pretty fun transformation, actually, once you get the hang of it. It's pretty ingenious. You'd think that, you know, it's going to go from typical, but no. And if you probably guess what those... If you already know what those holes are, don't spoil it for anyone else. Oh, wait, you know. So, if I just going back here a bit. I like the feet. I really like the feet on this guy. They are damn cool feet. Scorn as well has got really ingenious feet, how they come out of his dino legs. I really like that. This then comes down and forms some kind of back armour. Now, this is where things get a little bit tricky. But, you know. Stupid Twitter alerts. Now, you flip this whole section down, right? And then you need to pull these, take these out. And this is cool because the Triceratops stomach, which would just be a massive lump of kibble and mass, actually forms his robot arms. So that's cool. So what you do then is you grab this and you yank it open. Now, this doesn't exactly look like it is in the film. It doesn't. I've seen some concept art of the final artwork of what it looked like in the film before they did the CGI, and you know, this looks pretty close. The only difference being the paint job. Which I like this paint job. Okay, so then what you do is you flip out the hand, close that short. I really like that. Bit hollow in there, but I don't mind. Again, if you want to get his arms straight, you could just do that. Again, I like this guy's transformation because it takes some really great like engineering with the arms. The arms are the real cool bit. Then take these and flip them forward. And Vangelis, I hope you're watching this. I don't know if you are, but if you are, this homage is for you. Yes! Perfection! Yeah, he does that, and the little text thing at the bottom says, I utterly and legitimately hate you. Or bitterly hate you, I can't remember. It was funny though, I just love that part. Oh god. Still, you have to, actually, another quick thing. If you have the chest, like this, snap it out, and then that is going to peg right into there. Because otherwise, you know, it's just not going to work. Here you can stick his weapons in his hands. Now, this guy has one piece of articulation, which isn't even in the engineering. And I really appreciate that Hasbro has done this. Ladies and gentlemen, I present the waist. Yes, he has a rotatable waist. I love the fact that Hasbro did that. They didn't even have to. They could have just left it like a solid lump. But they didn't. It proves that even out throughout all those bad figures we got on, and people say, Hasbro doesn't give a crap about us, I don't give a damn. Deep down, they're very hard pressed. And that's another thing. People complain about, sorry, I'm just drinking Coke at the moment. People complain about, Age of Extinction leader costs Optimus Prime because of all the kibble he has on his back. But you know what, right? That was almost impossible to do. Because it all disintegrates into pieces and then folds into a robot. Not like Galvatron, but his robot mode's very clean, doesn't have any kibble. So I think they're really hard pressed with design. Honestly, I probably would have thought it worse. I don't know. Maybe I would have made it better, but probably brittle. If they didn't have the spring gimmick, they might have been able to do a little bit more. But actually, I don't mind the backpack. It makes a neat sword hilt. Still, articulation, it is somewhat hampered. But honestly, I don't mind. His head's on a ball joint. And however, if you try and get him to look up, congratulations, I just decapitated him. And speaking of which, actually, fun fact about this. This helmet is actually a Steckhelm. Excuse me. I think it's German. I can only presume. Stop moving, stupid camera. Yes, I sort of stick his head back on. Still, get all that. His arms can go in and out. They rotate. Now, another extra joint they didn't have to put in is this. You can turn at the bicep. They didn't have to do that. In fact, they didn't even have to put the elbow joint in. But you know what they do? And just disconnected the whole chest assembly. Well done. His hands rotate. Ish, I suppose. His waist rotates, which is the best part. His knees rotate here. And if you want, you could have his knees double jointed, I suppose. Entirely your choice. And you could say his feet moves. Again, you know, if they have released actually another version of this guy, along with... He is drunk! What have I told you about drinking the beer? I don't drink no beer. Yeah, and I'm Brad Pitt. I guess that must make me Brad Pitt. Because it's a plastic toy that can't drink beer. Lol. This guy and, as I was saying before, this guy and Scorn, right, have had Chrome versions. Where they have all been like, you know, mostly chromed out. They did have little bits of purple and red kind of symbolise who they are. But honestly, those versions do look cool. But there is one version which is pretty neat, actually. It's not this. It's the High Octane Bumblebee. I might consider getting it. The chances are highly not, because I've already got another Bumblebee, which is my Revenge of the Fallen one. It's actually got the arms of the original movie Bumblebee. It's actually, I was given the Revenge of the Fallen one by a friend, and he had his lower half of his body missing. And because my Revenge of the Fallen Bumblebee had no lower waist, I think it's at the top here. Yes, it is. So I kind of modded him. It's a custom as well. Yeah, the quality actual paint I use isn't very good, but the custom turned out pretty nice. Again, you can tell it's from the old Bumblebee by the black and all that, but the body is from the new Bumblebee. The back, the legs, and the waist are from the old Bumblebee, along with the arms. Yeah, this is my Bumblebee. I like this one a lot. Not relevant right now. Yeah, so with crosshairs as well. I've got crosshairs, and we'll talk about that in his review. Yeah, so I just want to get them all. These are my Age of Extinction toys so far. I am, however, going to get my hands on Lady Grimlock. Now, a quick thing, the Voyager one is alright. The Rogue mode is decent. The T-Rex mode is horrible. It's horrible because the legs look weird, like a frog's legs. The chest just doesn't look right. And he has a hump on his back. A hump on his back! That is just so stupid. Still, I prefer the leader version. Yeah, I know it's a bit funnily proportioned at the front, but you know what, I don't mind. If anything, I like it as well. It's got a movable jaw. And yeah, so back to this guy now. I'm not going on about Grimlock, although I do want him, actually. They have, yeah, like I said, you know, this guy, he's definitely a recommendation. I do like him. He is a really great figure, and many people say you can't paint the rubber. Well, you can, it's probably gonna chip off, but not very much, and as you can see, you can peg. And as Vangelis also said, what you can do is you can have these, like, good head and bad head, like, no, don't step on the baby! Do step on it! No, stepping on babies is bad! Yes, but it's good! Yeah, that's a homage to Vangelis. Vangelis, please don't take copyright to me. I just want to kind of give a little tribute to you, because, well, you are awesome. Still, what else can I say? Oh, show the back. He's not really that kibble-tastic, really. He's just up here. And this is the refilmed section, because the previous one kind of messed up a bit, and it went over the time limit, so this is being refilmed to be at least 2 minutes or so. Still, the back. Not really that much junk. And if anything, it just kind of makes him look cool. Excuse me, sorry about that. Yeah, so final verdict for this guy. He's getting a 10 out of 10 because he's got a really nice paint job, even though it's not accurate to the movie. Really, really good details. This is how he actually looks in the film. So, you know, that's good. He's got really good articulation, actually. Even with the shoulder junk and all that, you can still get some really whack poses. Fantastic head sculpt. The head sculpt, sure, it's simple, but you know what? It's cool. It's a Steckhelm, for Christ's sake. Who doesn't like a Steckhelm? Maybe the people who are going to die from someone wearing a Steckhelm, I suppose. Still, really, really good robot mode. And great cosmetics, this guy, like these bits and these and the horns. And really great Triceratops mode, actually. I do like this guy's alt mode. And another thing, he also, if you look carefully enough, he matches his concept art on the wiki. At least the final concept art before they did the CGI. He does match it as well. And actually, another fun fact actually, that's not even a lance in the film. In the film, he has it on his shoulder, like a whip, because it wraps around his shoulder like a whip type thing. Still, you see this guy? I pick him up because if you only have 15 quid or $15, pick him up. You're gonna love him. So all I can say is, I have been the Archangel, and thank you for watching the video, and I hope to see you next time. And, you know, see you later.